Hello, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about moldy hay and its effects it can have on horses. Are molds killing our horses? First, we're going to take a quick look at the GI system or gastrointestinal tract of the horse. Horses have a single stomach, what we call monogastric. Even though they are monogastric, they thrive on forages, unlike most other monogastrics. The GI system of a horse is unique in that it uses hindgut fermentation. This means there is a microbial breakdown of forage-based foodstuffs in the hindgut of the horse. When we say hindgut, we mean the portions of the gastrointestinal tract that come after the stomach. This includes the small intestines, cecum, large intestines or colon, and the In horses, most of this fermentation happens in their very large cecum and some in the colon. This is different from ruminant animals like the cow, where fermentation happens in the rumen, which is prior to the gastric stomach. Monogastrics, or single-stomached animals, are not known for their strong fermentation abilities and thus are not able to break down starch as efficiently. The horse, as mentioned before, has a very large cecum, allowing for fermentation of forages to occur after it has been partially digested by the gastric stomach. This hindgut fermentation allows horses to break down the starch of forages for utilization. Without this, the horses would not be able to gain nutritional value from the starch. Though this is a fantastic workaround for horses to be able to utilize forage-based diets, it comes with some very interesting difficulties as well. Horses have a very delicate system, and anything that changes it can cause a lot of harm. Enter moldy hay. Could feeding your horse low-quality hay be detrimental to their health? How do we get moldy hay? Moldy hay is generally the result of poor baling habits. If the fresh cut hay is left lying for too long or it gets rained on, it will not cure correctly and will develop mold soon after storage. These molds produce spores that cause respiratory problems and colic in horses. 2025 has been a very wet year so far, meaning the risk of moldy hay is higher than ever. Mold grows in hay with moisture levels between as little as 14 to 15%. Dry hay can also draw moisture from the environment and grow mold. In addition to other issues, mold growing produces heat and breaks down much of the nutritional value of the hay. The heat produced has been known to also cause the spontaneous combustion of the hay while in storage. This leads to the destruction of barns and other properties. Colic in horses is one of the most common illnesses that occur and is easily brought on by interruptions in the microbiome of the gut or other illnesses. Ingestion of the moldy hay can cause a wide variety of problems, such as respiratory issues, diarrhea, intestinal blockages, and twisting of the gastrointestinal system. These issues can become fatal quickly. You want to always check the hay being fed to horses for any sign of mold, including moisture in the hay, musty smell, or discoloration. As said before, moldy hay releases spores into the environment around them, causing all types of different illnesses. Colic, as mentioned, is one of those illnesses, is the general term for abdominal pain and is a common issue in horses, which can have deadly results. Colic can be brought on by changes in the microbiome of the horse, causing excessive gas, blockages, or possibly even twisting of the intestines. Ways to keep from accidentally feeding moldy hay is by smelling the hay itself and seeing if it smells musty. If it does, it's best to avoid feeding. Observe the hay for any type of discoloration and feel it for any signs of retained moisture. As a general rule, if you feel there's any possibility at all that there's mold in the hay, it is best to avoid giving it to a horse. If you have more questions about moldy hay, mold in general, horses, or basic animal nutrition, please reach out to your local UGA Extension office or visit the Extension Services website at extension.uga.edu. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for listening.